All right, yeah, that was great, you guys. Thank you. We do have to move on to the checkout portion. So the question for the checkout portion is, who is someone in this conversation that you like to learn more from, and what would you like to learn? And we can use the same list for people as we did last time.
I think I'd like to learn more from Kathleen because I guess I didn't think about like how location could determine whether you have like a better chance of moving up. Just because like how she's moved area to area within the United States, there are poorer areas and richer areas. So I guess she's like experienced multiple. And I just feel like she would have a lot of insight and experiences based on where you're living, how it can impact your successfulness.
I think I would like to learn more from Abdullah because I think he said, if I remember correctly, that he was more from the like countryside of Iraq. And I think it would be interesting to learn about the difference in lifestyles between like the different places, city versus like countryside.
Yes, I agree with that. That's what I was going to say. I also think it's pretty interesting to learn more from someone who's learning the language we speak. And Abdullah probably understands English better than we do, grammatically and everything like that. So it'd just be interesting to learn what he thinks about the language and sort of what he's learned compared to what we've learned.
I don't want to mispronounce your name, but is it Zinab? Did I say that right? Okay. I would like to learn more from you because I would like to learn more about like the gender inequalities compared to like here and where you're from. And then I'd also like to learn more from Callie just because I find like your adoption storyline really interesting.
Yeah, pretty much what Valerie said. I like to learn more from Zainab because I really found it interesting when you were talking about like the discrimination process. And you mentioned that you personally haven't experienced any. And then I think Abdullah mentioned that he knows a person who knows a person that has experienced that. So I think it would be really cool to like kind of hear that story and share your experience based on that.
Abdullah, do you want to go since we're on?
Yes, thank you all. I want to know more from you, Sophia, because your I guess your style of saying the information is good.
I would like to learn more about Ali because I know you mentioned that you were studying like software engineering or something along those lines, and I think that's really interesting. And I would like to know how like education's like structured there.
Taylor, do you want to go?
Yeah, sorry, I was just waiting if someone else had to go. I would like to learn a little more about Ali because you mentioned he studied in Russia. So just from like learning that language in English and seeing the parallels of how either they're similar or different would be very interesting.
I'd like to learn more from Abdullah and kind of compare experiences about, living in like the country versus like a different area because, I've lived in a lot of different areas and just see how we're similar.
Zainab, you can go. Ali went early.
Well, I was very interested in this conversation, and I really wanted to know more about Kathleen and what's the experience that she faced while moving from one side to side in the same country, because I have lived in 3 towns inside my country, and I have faced many differences and many experience. So yeah, I would like to learn from her. And thank you for being here with you.
Oh, Kathleen, I was just curious, but one quick question. Do you have any interest in like going into like the military since you're like involved?
I thought about it just because, you know, if you've been around something for so long, you're like, maybe this is what I want to do. But I think I'm gonna go a different direction. My brother does want to go into the military. He's looking at military colleges and stuff like that. So he's taken more of like following the path of my dad in that sense.